Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lord, and we're back on Paragon once again. You should be seeing Lieutenant Bellika gameplay in the background, along with some special features of other little segments, or something crazy that just came out, and it's around 1 AM at this current moment, and the biggest patch for Paragon in the last couple of weeks has dropped, and that is version 32 or update 32, and this contains quite a lot. From new skins to travel mode reduction and tower changes, those are the biggest things that did occur within this update, but we're going to go through everything that was contained in this update, from the biggest things to the minor things, and with the more complex stuff that is contained with this update, I'll go more in depth on those sections within this video. So mates, before we get into this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button to keep up to date with all the greatest and latest Paragon Gaming content and Paragon Gaming news. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So let's see what Epic Games had to say on their blog post, which is on the official Paragon website. The link to that will be in the description below if you want to read it for yourself while watching this video, or pretty much read it in your own time to get pretty much more understanding of everything that's going on. But we're going to explain that all within this video nevertheless. Welcome to our version 32 release notes. Featuring this release, we have some awesome skins, a travel mode speed reduction, and additional match length iterations. Our latest skins feature our first T3 skin with Doomsday Steel. I already made a video on this before, you can check it on my channel if you want to do so, or pretty much there'll be a link in the description down below. And if you read our present and future of skins blog, which also made a video of that ages ago, it's like 2 or 3 months ago, or even more than that, this is where things get a little crazy. Additionally, we have a Moon Vapor Chimera, White Tiger Greystone, Amethyst, Muriel, and Nightshade Fae as well. All the skins that we just mentioned are bloody amazing, and they will be dropping in version 32. Doomsday Steel skin does stand out the most due to the fact that it's a T3 skin, and it does have particle effects, voice line changes, and also a new character model, but the other skins do stand out as well, especially White Tiger Greystone skin, and this skin just drives me nuts. The actual helmet piece for the character is bloody amazing. The armor, the colors, everything works so well, and 100% will get this skin because it's well worth it, and it makes you look like a beast player in the map of Agora. And followed up by another beast skin, and that is Amethyst Muriel skin, and the color scheme on this is bloody gorgeous. You got the gold, you got the purple, it looks like the crystals, the actual crystal amethyst, and it's just an amazing combo. And it's so cool, especially because not many people play Muriel, and this gives you an excuse to play Muriel because of this beast skin. Then we have the other two skins, which are the Nightshade Fae skin, which is a decent skin. I have to see this character model in game just to see how it looks, because right now it's just a different color and it just looks more purple. The Fae skins aren't too spectacular, but they're alright. I did a video on them before, but this skin looks kind of decent, nothing too crazy in my opinion. If you do love playing the Fae, that skin is a must buy. Followed up by another hero, which I didn't expect this skin to ever come out, or pretty much, I didn't know there was going to be another skin in action for Chimera very soon. And this is the Moon Viper skin, which is pretty much a vibrant blue color skin on the actual character, and it just sticks out so much, and he's got these little blue Fury parts on the back as well. It's pretty crazy. The actual color scheme of it, it does stand out, and it looks like it will stand out 100% on the Agora in no matter what scenario you're in. Enough about skins, I'm getting too excited. Let's change the topic and let's go to the other changes that are in this actual update of version 32. We plan to remove travel mode, and that change is coming soon, but we're making an incremental change as a step towards its removal. We're reducing the travel mode speed from 880 to 750. Our goal is to address some of the inherent issues of travel mode regarding vision and rotations. By reducing the movement speed, we are lowering the engagement range, potentially allowing for less risky plays in enemy territory. So the actual numbers for travel mode or auto sprint have been decreased, but it's still there as one of the features, and most likely will be removed in the near future, but we're just slowly going to that stages where they start changing little things here and there until they completely nullify travel mode and auto sprint. One of the larger changes direct towards decreasing match length is granting the Orb Prime buff immediately to the entire team that kills the Prime Guardian. We are also adjusting towers to make their damage more predictable and allow for more engagements. Overall, our goal is to incentivize more gameplay around tower aggression. The last couple of points are pretty big changes to the map of Agora, especially being able to kill the Prime Guardian, getting the Orb buff or the Orb Prime buff, or your Prime cards activated instantly instead of going to the right lane or the left lane to dunk your actual orb in there for the defensive dunk or offensive dunk. So it's kind of interesting how that mechanic is still going to be there. Obviously there might be some change in this actual update as well that makes that somewhat still there or non-existent, But with this update, with the Prime Guardian changes, it kind of makes it slowly non-existent to not go and dunk there. Obviously, since you're getting the buff immediately, the towers have changed a little bit. The damage is just there always. Tower aggression is going to become a thing, so split pushing might become a thing as well. It's been kind of interesting, and more tower diving might occur as well. It's just an interesting combo, and this might lead to games ending quickly or just end up stalling the game even more. We don't know until we actually get our hands on it, but majority of these changes look like they'll make the game end quickly, so that is a good thing. Hopefully we get the target limit of 35 minutes going on every time we try and jump into the game, because that is good target time. So now let's move on to the general changes for version 32 for the map of Agora. They removed Orb from the Prime Guardian, no longer able to defensive dunk. So that's one big change, so you won't be able to get your inhibs up once again. Once they're gone, they're pretty much gone for the entirety of the game, unless there's a timer for them to respawn, because I don't know at this very moment, have to keep reading through the actual update and see what's actually going on. The next point is reduce initial spawn time of side harvesters from 6 minutes to 3 minutes, reduce initial spawn time of Prime Harvester from 9 minutes to 6 minutes, reduce inhibitor regen rate from 5.25 now has become 3.5, increase the hitbox of tower and inhibitor gems, remove damage stacking mechanics from towers and inhibitors, increase fire rate of towers and inhibitors, so that's an interesting little factor there, so they'll be doing more damage more frequently, reduce tower damage to account for changes, tweak some VFX on Prime Guardian. Wait a second, so they increase the fire rate of towers and inhibitors, but then decrease the damage of each shot to pretty much match for those changes. I want to see what the actual damage is for each thing, and also what the actual time is for each shot, because that is an interesting factor to actually know when playing this game. Because if you actually try to tower dive, and if you take more shots than you used to, and you don't know how many shots you will actually take in that limited time, you might end up dying because of that, even if the damage is slightly decreased. And make sure every player on your team, laners, junglers, supports, anything, they must have a Hamster key, because it's actually going to end up being quite useful in the early game to the mid game stages, with these lower spawn times for each Hamster on the sides and also in the Prime Guardians area. And now let's move on to the audio changes for version 32. Changes to ability attacks to improve clarity in battle, sound added for placing hamsters, music now fades in once you've logged in, fixed an issue where music starts loud and readjust afterwards. And now let's move on to the card changes of this actual update. The weekly card pack for this week for version 32 update, or the patch, is an amazing card pack. So you first have, as one of the cards, it was a community pick, Chronotonic. I already have this card. He's a great card for intellect casters, especially if you're playing Gideon or the Fae, followed up by an epic card, Thunder Cleaver, which is a universal card which works really well on Figmal and also Kalari or even Grux. And also another card, which is Elysian Diamond, which is an order card, which is kind of useful as well. And surprisingly, with this update, the blink cards have got affected as well. The momentum retained after blinking is no longer calculated based on your movement speed prior to activation. Momentum has been reduced to a flat 150 from 222 plus movement speed prior to activation. Added hard status effect icon to Lazarus Key. Bump Juice and Zap Juice no longer takes you out of sprint mode. Mending Bloom and Overflowing Gifts no longer puts other potions on cooldown. Lifesteal icon should now display properly when using Pain Eater. So blink cards kinda got a nerf, but they're still gonna be useful no matter what, due to the fact that movement speed and pretty much having some type of escape or engage is highly rewarding in Paragon in any MOBA in general. Also, there's obviously some bug fixes with everything else in the card section of the version 32. Some HUD and UI changes are hero ability HUD status effects display icon consistently, shield icon added to heroes with shield abilities, move speed added to Kalari, health regen added to Rampage, attack speed added to Twin Blast, surrender menu, create a surrender menu that has options for the reason why you are surrendering, play screen updates, added a warning for new players, added a warning for no rewards due to level, added a warning for recently abandoned, game type selection buttons now update as subtitle area if you have a boost active, if you get no rewards or boosts are inactive, grammatical fixes for loading tips, changed formatting of in-game ability tips, to bullets list, so pretty much it will be easier to understand what is occurring in the game at the current moment due to all these HUD changes, pretty much being a beneficial help or assistance to you when you're actually playing the game. And now let's move on to all the hero changes in this actual update. The first hero is Deca, polish and bug fixing, various animations polished and tweaks, various tooltips have been updated for clarity, female polish and bug fixings, corrected a targeting issue with Reaping Dash in which the reticle would sometimes disappear, various animation polish and tweaks, gadget changes are polish and bug fixings as well, Sticky Mine now attaches to the blue buff correctly, Speed Gate now deals its damage over 10 instances, so it's kind of a more recurring ability now, which is supposed to be one of those things that obviously had to happen before and now is fixed. Grimmex changes are polish and bug fixings, fix the issue in which AI Grimmex could sometimes be stuck while executing GTFO. Kallari Death Sentence added a timer to indicate how much longer of a Windows players have to confirm their ability. Polish and bug fixings on Kallari, various tooltips have been updated for clarity. Chimera polish and bug fixings corrected an issue that would persist ambush VFX. Lieutenant Balakal polish and bug fixings are corrected an issue in which nearby targets would sometimes not be affected by seismic assault. Voyager now correctly breaks stealth when dealing or taking damage from a shadow pad. Muriel obviously got a new skin. Rampage polish and bug fixings corrected a rare issue that would prevent movement or ability use after using Boulder Throw while Enrage was ending. Richter Skewer ability. The Skewer tooltip now correctly lists the stun duration as 1.5 seconds instead of 1.3 seconds. Sevrog polish and bug fixings, various animation polishes and tweaks. Sparrow polish and bug fixings as well, various animations polish and tweaks. Steel obviously got a new skin. Shield Slam ability has been adjusted, targeting from a sphere to a cylinder. Polish and bug fixings as well for Steel. Various tooltips have been updated for clarity. The Fae also got another skin as well. The general bug fixes are fix an issue with the black and red buff camps damaging white guardians. Fix that bug with inhibitors damaging stacking, allowing them to deal more damage than intended. Fix to Gideon's Cosmic Rift so enemies can hear when they are struck. So those are all the changes of version 32 update or version 32 patch that will be coming to Paragon very soon. It should be released on September 27th, but don't take my word on that. It might change, but that's maybe one of the estimated dates for this release. And I can't wait to see these new skins, because that's one of the biggest factors of this actual update in my eyes. I love skins, and it makes me go crazy every time. And seeing these skins make me bloody excited, bloody amazed by how much work they put in these skins, especially that new tier 3 skin being its first of its kind is kind of interesting as well. And I can't wait to see that in game when I use it and when I verse enemy plays when they end up using that skin as well. Obviously, all the heroes are still the same from version 31. They haven't been changed at all, so no nerfs, no buffs, nothing. You can still use them, the ones that you've enjoyed from version 31, and carry on to version 32 because the meta hasn't shifted in any way possible. And also, tower diving will slowly not become a thing due to the fact that the tower changes. Even though they have less damage, the increased fire rate could be a problem. So you might want to try your best not to tower dive as much unless you have 5 players on one enemy. That is a guaranteed kill no matter what, and even a guaranteed tower out of that little push. Split pushing might become more of an occurrence with an actual Paragon on the map of Agora, and also make sure you get an early Harvester's Key to help out your jungler and your team due to the fact of the decreased spawn times on Harvesters, especially on the side and Prime Guardian area. So somehow I pretty much did an overview of the actual patch right there, right then. It's pretty good, and hoping this actually helps you out when playing on Paragon in version 32. But mates, in the comment section down below, tell me what skin you will get within this patch, because there is so many skins released in this patch, and also what is the best part of this actual update. Leave your thoughts in a comment in the comment section down below. So mates, if you enjoyed this video, show your support, especially on the like button. Let's try to get 50 likes on this video, and if you guys want to see more Paragon gaming content on my channel, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit that subscribe button to become a mate today. And that's all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry. We're back very soon. Hey, chats, boys, because I ain't seen nothing yet. I think I'm getting a little tired and maybe a little bit delirious because I'm seeing this White Tiger Greystone skin looking like my actual logo for YouTube. The Bloodthirsty Lord logo, the Lordy YouTube logo. This is kind of interesting. I think this is their way of rewarding me. Thank you, Epic Games and the Paragon team, for making this skin.